Hello everyone, my name is Lucifer and welcome to Riba. It's supposed to be a chill game about fishing and about one's grandmother, apparently. Something with dementia, I think, so it's not like a horror game, it's more like a feely game, which, tuck your guys' socks in, wear some blankets, get some nachos and cheese, and let's play this game together. I can grab stuff. I can grab stuff. That's cool. Can I put the flower on the mushroom? No. Alright, I guess I'm gonna be fishing then. Why not? Why not? Oh! I did not mean to do that. Oh, I can't grab anything while I'm fishing. That makes sense. Both my hands are on my stiff pole. I really gotta not be able to fish in. Why is there a bird on a cage on my back? You caught a bloody eel. I love myself some bloody eels. I love all my eels bloody. Love them all bloody and good and scary, Just chill. I like the music here. It's very musicy. And this fishing reminds me of Hannah. Oh, well. Because Hannah really loves fishing. I mean, we might be playing a fishing game soon with Nyla. Look out for that. But also, do I need to pull out when it goes like super down and up? Oh, Grandma had been lost for a while before she died from a senile dementia, long before we scattered her bones in the river. When the doctors told us what she had, I just thought that she would lose her memories. But I didn't know that she would also lose her ability to be herself and to be present. I guess but can I move the bones anywhere I want to? Oh, I can. Oh, I can't. Okay. Grandma goes in the grandma pile, as one does. But yeah, it's also reminding me of like my D&D world. Again, I know I'm talking about D&D again. But currently in my D&D world, the entire party is in this country of floating islands, right? Oh God. I've caught a bloody eel. Well. My hands are off my mouse and keyboard because I'm trying to move my hands while I'm talking, expressing this to you guys, even though you guys can't see me. But, okay, now it's on my mouse. But, yeah, the party is... Ooh! During the last days, she was always smiling. But it was such a strange smile. Forced. Halfway between a smile and a grimace. On the verge of bursting into tears. She seemed both full of joy and deeply miserable at the same time, although I doubt she was herself enough for any of those feelings to make sense. Okay. That does make sense too, I guess. But, again, on a tangent, my D&D world is in a bunch of islands that is in the... I will talk about my D&D first, Grandma, I'm sorry. Sorry, you're a sweet, awesome, amazing grandma, I know, but D&D comes first, Grandma. But currently in my D&D world, they're on this country of floating islands. There's like kilometers above in the air of floating islands. And on the edges of these islands, there are these flying fish and other creatures that go around. And it would be so fun if like the party would just like sit down on the edge, just fish off the edge. That would be so fun. And that would be so nice. Just have like a good fishing time. Just have a session where they just sit down, fish, maybe talk a little bit, but just concentrate on fishing, concentrate on being with each other as, just people, and just have a good time, That would be so fun for the party. Just watching and just like, imagining Trouble, Jake, Palmyra, and Trill just sit off the edge, their legs dangling as they lazily fish. Maybe a couple of flying fish, maybe have some fun trying to catch things. Yeah, that would really be fun. Anyways, back to the game. Sorry, Grandma, I'm back and I'm going to talk about you now. I don't know what was going through her head in the last moments, but whenever I looked at her in the eyes, I felt that there was no humanity left there for us to say goodbye to. By then, my dad and my grandpa were the ones feeling all the pain, though she wasn't fit to know how to feel anymore. Yeah, that's really, really sad. Especially with people who don't know how those things are happening. It's really, really hard to see it happening around them. Have some hot tea with me. And gravity! I feel like for every moment that she lost in the muddy waters of her mind, my dad and grandpa would fish them out and treasure them for themselves. During the last days before she passed away, they wouldn't stop telling me stories from when grandma was young. Meanwhile, she would be looking at us with an uncanny smile on her face. That is sweet. Life is about being bittersweet. And these moments were happy for her, even though she didn't know it, even though she didn't feel it, or maybe didn't have the capacity to feel it, but it was still happy for her. And we need to treasure that, We need to make sure they feel good, they feel happy, and it's difficult. There's no right answer for anything, and it's difficult for a lot of things, and yeah, she felt happy in the end, and I guess that's what matters, and we would feel the sadness if we were around them, a person like that, and yeah, it's just difficult, but there's no way around it. Life is difficult, and that's how it be. Now, talking about D&D, this reminds me of the time when Trouble, Jake, and Palmyra dismembered a person in a tavern room. I'm not even joking. That happened. And the wildest thing was that Trouble and Jake are evil characters, right? Well, they're eel-oriented. They're not, like, fully evil. Because, originally they were, like, fully evil. They were supposed to be, like, complete buttholes, and they were supposed to be, like, fully going evil and everything. But, like, from the beginning to, like, now, they've, like, gotten character development, and they've become more, like, holistic characters, I feel like. Or at least that's what Hannah has told me. I don't know about Trouble, and I don't know about how Nyla feels about Trouble now, from how he started off and now how he is as we've given them depth and meaning, a path to go through. And anyway, that aside, Jake and Trouble dismembered a man inside the tavern room that they were renting. And Palmyra sat and watched them. Mind you, Palmyra was a good character at the time, and that has been on her way to becoming an evil character at this point. Like she's like a neutral character now because she's allowed so many bad things to just happen, and yeah. And with the stuff that's happened to her, and the amount of PTSD that she's gotten, she's probably gonna be an evil character very soon or at some point. There's no way things are gonna go, probably. You never know. You probably never know, And yeah, they dismembered the person in the tavern room, took apart their bones, and stored their bones in their satchels. Palmyra, the good character, took the collarbones of a man that she saw dismembered in front of them. So many things have happened in the campaign that you guys can find out more by listening to my random videos and by subscribing. But yeah, I also really feel it's so cool how they've gained depth and how I've changed my feelings towards the characters as well. Initially I was so with Trouble, the blue tiefling, the blue-eyed tiefling. I was always thinking about him and going through the story with him, and now I'm more on the Jake side and Trilla and Palmyra side, and Trouble's a frickin' asshole. It's fruck. I said fruck. F-R-U-C-K. That's not a bad word, okay? That's not a bad word. But, yeah, no, I'm playing with the hair clip, by the way. But, I feel like they've gotten a lot more depth, and I love seeing them grow and change and seeing these things happen to them in the story and see where they go. It really is fascinating to see people, not only characters, people change in different situations. And in real life, you can't see that possibility of change in any other way, because once it happens, it happens. And in D&D world, it's the same thing in a way, because you can, once you make the character and you play the story, you probably won't ever play that character again in a different story, because D&D is about those choices that you make and about going through those things and all that. And but you can also, on the other end, you can also replay those characters, use those characters again, reload a previous save state of them, like in a game, and play them again and see how they develop through that. But again, there would probably be some bias into there, because you play the character already and you know how they feel, and there would probably be some bias and they wouldn't change much if you play them again. But it's just fascinating to see Jake gain the depth that he has in character, in Trouble changing and being more than he probably was at the beginning, or his conceptual idea. It's really, really fascinating. It's really cool. And also recently to my own DMPC, I've been giving her depth as well. Usually I try and sideline her because she's a DMPC and not a PC. But I realized that my players and me my players and me, I guess, like knowing more about her, and I wanted to connect more with her. So I've started to show more of her to everyone, and I think that's also given her I've started to give her a little bit more depth, and I would love to see where that goes. And this has nothing to do with the game. I'm talking about D&D again. I haven't played it in I think 2 weeks now. I want to play D&D. No, I haven't played it in a week. It's going to be 2 weeks this weekend. I want to play D&D. I want D&D. But coming out to the game, yeah, it's hard to see someone go through something, and they don't know how those feelings are, but you do. So you try and think that how they would feel if they did. But ultimately, that's how life is. Not everything knows every single thing. And if you feel something about it, then that's how you feel. That's part of life, and that's the beauty of it. If they don't know how they feel, they're enjoying life in their own way. They're feeling life in their own way. You know? Who's to say in a world where it's full of people who have what we call dementia, but it's normal to them. In their world, they're happy. They're their own thing. And we can't really fault them or say anything about that because that's just their own ways and own things, you know? So, yeah. Just thoughts about me gonna fish again. I'm taking way too long with this. I'm taking way too long with this. Oh, yeah. Blip 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 blop 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 blop. But yeah, again, it's a reminder that there might be a game soon with Nyla and Hannah where we play some fishies. So that's all you get. A little tidbits and pieces. I also need to edit the videos of Messi and me playing Green Hell. That'll be fun too. My grandma was a former pro cyclist along with my dad and would often go out on rides together. Since she passed away, my dad goes riding a few times every week. And it's super angry if he can't. To be honest, I'm not sure if going out on the bike comforts him more or it just hurts. In a way, we find comfort in the hurt. You know, even physically and emotionally both. You know, feeling that comfort through the pain, because the pain makes it real and the pain makes you grounded. And yeah, I guess those kind of feelings happen. Which I guess in a way, her going back to D&D is what Jake and Trouble do a lot. Jake does it to himself quite often, I feel like. You know, and he finds comfort in the pain that he's constantly been in for so many years. And, you know, I would love to see him grow out of it. Maybe one day, probably won't happen. But, wow, it's just... I just realized that too. Like, oh my god, Jake does that. And Trouble probably does too. His own trauma, his own stuff that he's going through. And he finds comfort in that, and he just lost himself in that, in the anger and the seething emotion that he has. And yeah, again, D&D for you. Hi, Nyla and Hannah. I'm probably going to send you this video to watch. Hope you're doing well. I want to say that you guys are really cool. And thank you as well. All right, we're going to go there. I'm going to just I'm going to make a line of these bones, you know? Bones, bones, bones. Oh my god, I just realized I'm basically doing what Trouble and Jake do. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, look away. I'm not turning into my players' characters. No. No. Bleep, bloop, bleep, bloop. I've caught a blood eel. Like, I mean, I like how like there's little fishes over there. Kind of like shows you that you're actually fishing and taking those fish. Blip, blop, blip, blop. I want the fishy. But yeah, I would love to play more fishy games. I think that's very fun. Hannah loves fishing, so, you know, that's going to be fun to do, play with Nyla and Hannah soon. And just the thought again of just like Jake, Palmyra, Shirla, and Trouble just fishing off the edge of a thing. Just having a day off, you know? Just fishing. Camping, fishing, having a good time. They have food, they have comfort, they have everything. They're just spending time and fishing and just relaxing. That'd be so fun to see what they do. Yeah. Yeah, that's... Grandma was super picky about food. When Grandpa cooked, he had to make double. A meal for everyone and a special meal just for her. He didn't mind. He seemed genuinely happy to be able to spoil her every day. Every time I visit him now, we order takeout. He says that he's too old, that cooking is pointless for the little appetite that he has now. Yeah, once those, you know, sometimes those sweet things can become bland and dislikable later on in life. When you look upon them fondly, they can also twist and become dark as well. So, yeah. And I would do that too. I think, you know, I would want to spoil someone who I would be with, or who I would enjoy time with. I would want to spoil Hannah, Nyla. You know, they're really awesome people. And I sort of have, I guess, a little bit prune carp. I love prune carp. But also for selfish needs, because you got to record videos together, Hannah and Nyla. But yeah, that'd be really fun. I mean, I thought this was come like flop flop. There. Grandma's skull. I believe that Grandma didn't suffer during her last days. Losing her memories only hurt for those around her, since her illness freed her from the. I completely spaced out from reading that. Since her illness freed her, didn't suffer. Losing memories only hurt her around those around her. Since her illness freed her from being. Yeah, exactly. I keep her memories treasured too, but then next to the memories of how my grandpa are feeling about her loss, the warmth that hurts a little with me until I die or grandma's illness takes over me. In a lot of ways, in this situation, it's the people projecting their wants and hurt onto the person who just feels happy. The illness took that awareness from her, which gave her bliss, which gave her ignorance to what others would feel. And in that way, a person who would feel bad about it would want the person to feel who's only happy to also feel how they feel, in a way to, understand everything. And yeah, that's just how people are. People want themselves to be reflected in what they do and see. And yeah, it's just how it be. Not understanding something, wanting there to be some reflection of sorts. It's a really hard thing. But that's just life for you, Grandma, I have your bones. Is this place getting like darker? I don't know. Can I like plop the flowers on the skull horns? That'd be so cool and cute. Imagine like Trouble, Shrilla, and Palmyra getting like flowers on their horns. That would be so cute. Prune carp. I can, but okay, that's just underneath that. Okay, that okay. Yeah. Okay, but I will accept the illusion of it being over that. So I'm going to plop the skull there, put the flowers there. I'm going to imagine this is Shrilla and Palmyra as I place the little flowers on the head. I'll make it a little I don't want to make it uneven. I want to make it symmetrical, but also the unevenness makes it like really nice. But I want it symmetrical. Maybe put a jaw over there. Oh no! Gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, move everything down first. Move this down here. Move the flowers over here. Yeah, it'd be so fun to have like a tangled moment with like Trouble, to have like all his. I think he did have that. But yeah, just have his fun with the hair and all that, and then can decorate the horns with like little flowers and like really cute things, and yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Here you go, Grandma. It's not the best art that I've done. I don't do good art, but there you go, Grandma. Let's go fishies a little bit more. Let's go fishies all of them. I know at some point that this game just ends without telling you and just goes on and on. Just fun. I would also like an indicator of when things are gone. Okay, I'm gonna assume that the game's sort of ended. I'm gonna put these around you, Grandma, as burial rites of our culture and decree dictate us to put mushrooms and ferns around the bodies of the past and long gone. You know how it be, Grandma. Love you. And I'm gonna plop these around here too because I can. It was cool to do so. There you go. There you go. There you go. I'm gonna fish a little bit more because I can. I only have like blah blah blah. So yeah, that's just a really cool thing. And love that about life and stories, I guess. I'm gonna assume that the game's done over here. I really have to go too. I actually have work to do, and I'm not doing it. But I gotta go do it. Oop. Yeah, I'm assuming the game's done with all of this, the dementia part. Yeah, that's really cute. Love this game, love the art, love the music in the background, really, really love it. Really, really nice. And all of this is really nice too. And I hope you all had a good time. If you want to see more, if you want to hear more of my D&D stories or just thoughts and dumb things in general, link in the description below to another video which I just played a few days ago. It was very fun, and I think you'll like that too if you like this. So yeah, thank you everyone so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. If there's more to this game, I'll link it down below so you guys can play it as well. So take care, goodbye.